I was once asked, how do you know when it's time to change the decor around in your aquarium? And I answered, really anytime you feel like it. But take for instance, my 90-gallon aquarium here. I've had this aquarium set up for, I want to say 3.5 years with the same kind of decor the way it's looking right now. And it didn't look the way it's looking now at first because all the stones were above ground. And you know how, cichlids get, they like to sift the sand and bury things. So all my nice natural stones have been buried in this aquarium underneath the substrate. So I'm gonna try to rearrange it, not adding anything new because I want to keep it as simple as possible, but I want to try to rearrange it to get a new aesthetic, kind of center everything around my leaning heater that's in the backdrop right there. So yeah, come along with me on this journey. I'm gonna dig out some of these stones and excuse me, try to rearrange them in a way that I had in my mind. Now, if it works out to my liking, I might keep it, but if it doesn't, then I'll be changing it. I start off by cleaning the glass inside and out. I didn't feel the need to show you the cleaning of the inside because I showed you how I do that on a previous video with my magnetic scraper. So like I said, I clean it out, clean the glass off, make sure everything is good, clear, so that I can see what I'm doing. I'm going to start off by removing all the rocks out of the sand and segregating them into different places, because I have river stone, I have some lava stone, and I have this kind of a Texas holy rock mixed with coral kind of stones, my big stones. Those are my main backdrops that I'm going to use when I rearrange it. I love these stones. You can find them on Amazon and any of your regular, fish product carrying stores. So this is not an Amazon promotion, it's just where I find it. Now, as you can see, I'm trying to dig out all of the stones from the substrate, put them in a nice neat pile so that I can pick from them the ones I want when I want to place them in certain areas. Yeah, keep your microfiber towel with you, because when you rearrange your tank, you're going to get wet. You're going to get the floor wet, so lay your mats down in front of your aquarium or whatever to protect your floor or whatever. Just to make sure that, you don't get water everywhere. Now, my decorated elephant tusk is my main feature. And as you can see, it's been buried a while. The air bubbles are coming up, and I know a lot of people was like, oh no, those bubbles are going to create a spike, ammonia spike and all of that, but no, I does it all the time, and it never happened to me. Not saying that it doesn't, but take everything you hear with a grain of salt. You are your own hobbyist, so like I said before, you have to experiment and see what works best for you, your fish, and your aquariums. And I know you may think I'm working slowly, but I'm doing it for a reason. I don't want to kick up or disturb the substrate too much to kick up dust in the water column. As you can see, I'm barely moving things and it's kicking up. I'm going to start off by straightening this heater. Over time, the suction cups on the back move and they tend to lean or come loose and drop. So I'll start by centering it, straightening it up. And I like to have my heaters up and down, not horizontally. And it's just a preference for me. Once again, you guys do what works for you. I'm pulling up my flat river stones. I love it. These guys are my lava stones. They have a lot of porous qualities, and they keep a lot of the beneficial bacteria in the tank. So get yourself some lava stones and some flat river stones. The fish love it, and it makes for a great aesthetic in the tank. So yes, once again, I'm digging them up out of the sand because cichlids, once again, they bury things. As you can see, I done piled everything up like it was a nuclear explosion in the tank, but I had to get everything so I could take an inventory of what I had so that I can know what I have to place and how I want to place it. As you can see, the fish are loving it the way it is, a big heap mess. But that's not what we're doing here. We're trying to make a new design in the aquarium, something that's gonna look good and kind of be functional, because one of my main males has been doing a lot of bullying. So I know a lot of people say just remove the guy that's doing the bullying. Sometimes you can do that, but sometimes if you rearrange your aquarium a little bit, it kind of takes the aggression out of some of the fishes, not all. Once again, don't take my word for it. You have to experience and experiment for yourself. As you can see, I started with the 2 holy rocks in the back, centering them, around the heater back there. I placed some stones in front of it, but I didn't like the way it was looking, so I'm pulling them out now to try again. And that's the beauty of rescaping the tank. You're gonna try some things, and if it's in your mind one way, but then when you try it, it don't look good, then you gotta, start over again, reset different stones, remove things around until you get the exact idea that you want to see. So once again, my main holy rock / coral stones are my main backdrop, so they're getting centered. And I want to go from tallest in the back to the shortest in the front. So I'm putting my lava stones in front of the holy stones to, create some depth and some layering of the tank. Now, mind you, my decorated elephant tusk is my main feature, so it will be in the center display of all this madness that you see me creating right now. Once again, no rhyme or reason, just what I think looks good and what I think that's going to function best for my fish. I layered the darker lava stones off the back of the white holy rock stones because it gives a good contrast. And my flat river stones, they are a grayish blue color, and it kind of gives it a little pop along the outside of the placement of the other stones. So that's what I'm doing now. I want to try to lay them naturally as possible so I don't look like I intentionally did this. I want it to look natural. So I just lay and spread out the river stones along the back edges to make sure everything, like I said, it gives a natural feel. It's coming together slowly but surely. And it's living up to my my expectations of what I wanted to see so far. But then again, it's just me. If you guys like it, leave your comments below. And if you like the way it was before, let me know. I don't think I'll change it back to what it was, but I might rearrange this thing again until we come up with something that everyone likes and will enjoy to see. This is a side shot of the finished product. As you can see, my decorated elephant tusk is in the center, in the forefront, where I want it. The fish are loving it. They're now getting used to their new home front. It broke up the aggression, like I said, really quickly. Except for this guy. This guy is just a jerk. He's the tank boss, so he's gonna run people off no matter what. But for the most part, it's not a lot of chasing around. And I know the water column's a little cloudy, but that's what happens when you rearrange a decor that's been sitting for a few years. As you can see, I have my Synodontis catfish tubes in the back because they like to roam the back of the tank in and out of the stone, so I keep those tubes in the back so they can have a place to hide and to move around without getting harassed by the other cichlids. Yeah, I think it looks great now. Everything's in the center. It pulls everything right to the middle of the tank. The fish are congregating around it. They're loving it. Like I said, the aggression has all the way calmed down. And I'm digging the look of this new placement of my decor in the tank. Aquascaping is not my forte, and it may not be yours, but as long as you get it to where you like it, that's all that matters. Look at the fish, they're loving it. And I hope you guys are loving it too. Let me know in the comments below. Did I do good with this, or I should have kept it the same? Let me know. This is awesome. I got a few other tanks I'm gonna try this with. And let me know. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.